Hey everybody, Sweaty Zeus here, continuing the playthrough. I got a spot marked on the map. See right here, the ruins area in Mistwood. We're going to head there. I'm going to show you this real quick while we're here. So hit this and you'll be able to follow it. We did. You can just run through and pick those items up real quick. If you die, don't worry about it. We're going to go over that way, but first head over here. Talk to this guy real quick. It's right here on the map, I think. Yeah.
Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height? You well, that's no. Despite of you might have untarnished. I want you to tonight come. What are you waiting for? My fort. Oh, I threaten a celeb.
He's going to ask us to rid his castle of enemies. Again, you can follow this. Our items should be right over here. Sometimes it doesn't register right. It's showing here, even though we died further up. So if you can't find it, just look a little further back from where you were. don't know what that item is, but it's nothing, so don't get it. So follow this path. Here's our guy still walking. He's gonna lead you right here to Mistwood ruins, which we're gonna come to anyways. See our buddy the wolf is up there. You saw the commercials for the game a while back. Just be really careful around the bear. He'll get up. Just run down in there again. Grab the axe talisman, which it enhances your charge attacks. Let's get all the items so we can head out. Before we leave though, oh, actually we're gonna head on. Keep on the path. This here will tell you there's a merchant. Head over this way.
Welcome, dear customer. Welcome, valued customer. Please, I'm hungry.
It's got a few good things.
Ah, how nice.
And I like this axe. He's got some good sleep arrows, regular arrows, and a good 100% physical shield if you don't have one yet. Let's compare it to ours.
Ah, how nice.
This one's got better guard boost, which I'll explain in a little bit. We'll go ahead and pick it up. I think we got everything we need.
Nice.
You can sell anything you want to get rid of. You can actually sell your runes to this guy, and it's a lot faster as well. So now we're at 7,000.
Nice.
You can buy these. They'll let you invade other players if you want to do multiplayer. The rest of this I'm not interested in. Heading back on the path. And determination, since I didn't go over it before, we equipped it to our weapon. Hit L2, hold it up, buff your weapon for the next hit. It does an extra 60% damage. Works for spells, bows, whatever you're using. Really, really good. It's not flashy, but it's good. Head over here and grab this grace. Go ahead and spin any runes. You can start putting them other places now. I'm probably going to put a few more in vigor. Let's see. There's a weapon I want to use. It's called the Bloodhound Fang. If you want to use that, you can go ahead and throw some in strength and dex. If you want heavier armor or more stamina, do endurance. Mine will give you more casting and ability to use more summons. Obviously more health. Intelligence, faith are respective for your magic that you're using, if any. And arcane, again, is its own special category that goes along with either faith, intelligence arcane, or faith in arcane. Those are more kind of expert builds. So if you don't know what to do, you can always just throw it here. It's never going to be a bad idea. You can look at our health now. It's getting really beefy. I'll hop back on. And get rid of that now. We're going to take this fort right up here. See right here? Going to run around. They'll be shooting at us with a big, like giant crossbow thing. Ballista. We're going to try to run over here real quick in this area. And then we're going to take on some fights, and then we're going to head in from that. So just keep your momentum. Going to keep tapping circle through here. Jump up here so the ballista don't miss you. Grab this golden seed. That didn't work. Go and use your summon if you want. See how much damage it does? This guy's not too bad, don't stress over him. Should you grab everything? There's gonna be some guys throwing bombs in here. So you probably want to run and take him out, and then go head in that room over there. Just ignore the rats. Grab the cookbook. Stay away from the barrels, because they'll explode when the guy throws down little bombs at you. There he is there. Alright, now get ready. Be a tougher enemy here. He's gonna drop Bloody Slash, which is really, really good art or Ash of War. So when you're attacking him, watch out for that. He'll kind of cut his hand on the sword and throw blood at you, and it does a ton of bleed damage. Really, really good. But it's ours now. Don't forget to go up here. Really important item. So that's an item we're going to use later on. Go ahead and grab it. We're going to want to go back and talk to Kenneth Height. Where's he at? Right here.
I've been waiting for you with bated breath. Did you manage to read? Oh, excellent news. Well done, my friend. I knew I was now. Go ahead. Right then. Time for me to head to the fort. I've much to do. First, I'll have to re-establish communication with the demi.
Not much of a reward. Just a dagger.
Which is why just you.
One that we'll just pick up as we play anyways, but oh well. But we needed to go get that medallion anyways. So we're gonna need to go back there at some point. I guess we can go ahead and do it now. Actually, while you're here, go ahead and use any golden seeds. We might have enough. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and I'm gonna add a blue flask now that we've got enough. You shouldn't have to worry about the ballista now. Once we've cleared the area. We did grab that one too, yeah. Alright, so there's gonna be some demi-humans in here, I think. There was when I came in here. Thought there were some. Maybe not. He's not here yet. Maybe we have to move forward the other quest line. I wasn't thinking about that. So we're gonna go back to the church now. We're gonna talk to Kale we met at the beginning.
Wait. Well, you're back.
Ask him about the howling in the Mistwood.
The howl of a wolf. I suppose he must still be... I know. Next time you hear the wolf's howl, don't fret. I just have an inkling.
He'll tell you to snap when we go back there, and we'll meet his buddy. If you want to buy anything else, go ahead. The telescope's usually good for looking at things in the distance. And then I'd buy several of these pots whenever you find them. Alright, so like I was saying, buy any of these pots you want if you want to make throwable items. I would recommend it. It's always a good idea. And I usually pick up any armor I get, just because sometimes it's good to swap, like, you know, lighter things out in case, like, you become overweight somehow. You can throw on a lighter arm piece or head piece or whatever. That way you're able to medium roll. So now that we know to do the snap to talk to our buddy, his name's Blyde over here, we're going to go back. Just avoid the bear. Run anywhere in here. This is fun. Go over here to gestures, hit switch, and find the one that's a snap. Finger snap. And then you're going to go here and hit confirm. We'll do it. He'll hop down.
Who goes there? Carly sent you, did he? Ever the bloody busybody. Maybe to him you don't seem so strange. The name's Blythe. I'm looking for... He fled somewhere nearby. Come tell me if you find him before I can offer you ample. Darrowell is nothing but and in need of a fit in it. Darrowell and in need of a...
Alright, he'll tell you he wants to fight Darrowell. If you haven't already killed him, he's going to be right here. If I can click it. So, we can get there from where we're at, but I'm actually going to go... I'm going to go to this one. Even though it looks further away, I'll show you why. So back here where we started, if you remember. That's where we're going over there for Darrowell. The dragon's still in the middle of the lake there. If you want to fight the dragon, you can. Shouldn't be too difficult at this point. It's definitely doable, but we're probably gonna wait, you know, one more video. It's really not hard if you know the technique. I mean, you could probably do it at the start of the game, but for, you know, someone that's learning, I'd suggest getting a little bit further. Another note I wanted to make, anytime you see an enemy, like a bright white flash when you kill them, it means they dropped an item. You probably figured it out by now, but just wanted to call that to attention. That way you don't have to like check their corpse every time, and you'll see one of these guys. See there? He dropped an item. Here's your horn guy for the area. Come on. Alright, so we're going to go in that ruins there. And we can take out this caravan any order you want. There's a lot of guys in there. We're going to do this first, actually. So right over here, Waypoint Ruins. There's going to be some flowers in here. You really don't have to fight them. You're looking for this here. It's going to be a boss. So be sure your blue FP is charged so you can use your cast if you want to. Your summon. And it's going to be another pumpkin head. You can see at this point, this guy's a joke. So after you'll get a grace, and you can open the store. You'll meet Selen, who's going to be our teacher. If you want to learn glintstone sorceries, you can tell her never mind, or you want to learn. There's no consequence. Like, you can't join like a faction and lose out on another faction quest. You can do all of them if you want.
Very well, but I refuse to anticipate grievance.
So once you get through a dialogue, she'll offer to teach you different, not incantation, different casts for sorcery. So some of them are pretty cool. Glintstone Pebble I'd definitely get if you're playing Magic. That's your like distance shooting magic. You can spam that. You know, it's only 7 FP, so you can do it 10 times, somewhere around that at this point in the game. Every blue flask you use. This one's really good. I'd grab it too. It follows like an arc you see there that expands as it goes. It's really good for clearing out giant waves of enemies. Not a fan of this one or this one. They're okay if you want to mess with them. They're not bad. But these two are huge. I mean, you'll use those the whole game. This one here is cool too because it buffs your armament with magic damage. And this one buffs your shield so you can take a lot more damage without being staggered. So to use these though, all of them, you're going to need a staff. So, you know, you can also apply these status effects with consumables as we get a little further. So you don't have to do it through magic, but it is an option there, which is cool because you always have it. You don't have to worry about running out. As long as you have FP, you can do it. Do we have enough for a level? I don't think so. No. That's fine. We're gonna run this way. And you can kill the giant plane if you want. I'll show you real quick. Just run up and do charge R2s. Watch out for that attack, it's pretty bad. Alright, now he's gonna stagger. Be sure to watch out for that magical downpour thing he does. See, we got afflicted. Instead, he's only worth 250 runes. That's why normally I don't bother. But usually any big enemies like that, you're going to want to hold R2 to stagger. Alright, so I'm going to use the rest of this video to go over some of the different, let's see here, we don't have enough to craft. We can make a couple of these. Make one of these. Can make some arrows. And here's our pots. We got 4, so we can make those. Every time we use them, they're going to go away. But if you have 4 pots, you can always come back and make 4 more. So you're just kind of refilling the pots and reusing them. And again, the more cookbooks you get, the more stuff you unlock to do. So we'll go over some of the combat real quick. So we're two-handed now. Remember, two-handed, you're going to do the most damage. You can also one-hand, which I'll show you here. So we're heavy now. Drop that. Drop our helmet. There we go. Put my shield in the wrong hand. What am I doing here? Alright. So now we got our shield and our halberd equipped. This is how you can play defensively with the shield if you want to play like that. It's a good way to play too. It's more defensive minded. You're not going to roll as much, but you're going to let the enemies attack. And then you're going to hit R2 right after, which will do a heavy counter. You see it'll stagger. And then you can get a critical, which will usually take out almost all field enemies. If it doesn't just outright kill them. See, it's an effective way to play too. I like playing, using both hands and rolling more. Just kind of what I'm used to. But playing with the shield's fun too. So we can equip our throwing pots, and then we've got some throwing knives. And then we can go over here and equip our grease. So you see, if you want to use the grease, you tab over to it, use it. We'll coat our weapon with it. And now it will do blood damage. So basically it'll inflict bleed faster on enemies. For most of these little guys, it's not a huge thing. But like for the trolls, for example, it'll really make a difference in how fast you can take them down. Oh shit, there's the Knight's Calvary. I wasn't expecting it. Didn't realize it was dark yet. Where'd he go? He just disappeared. Oh shit, there he is. Alright, so this is the Knight's Calvary. That's why I didn't want to come to the bridge at night. He's tough. And we're out of heals. Shoot. Alright, we can do it. No, we can't. We got no chance. But we're going to do just like the Tree Knight. You're going to bait him. Let him attack. Counterattack. Yeah, I saw that coming. And there's our first death. That was our second. The bear got us earlier. Which that almost doesn't count. I was doing like a, running from the running to get the item type thing and letting myself get hit, but damn it. Now we're struggling, huh? And you've got invincibility frames whenever you're doing your critical attack. See, some guys will break your defense if your stamina gets too low. So just be sure to watch that. Alright, so we're going to try this again. Not the Calvary night, but the caravan we'd almost finished before we just bumped into the Knight's Calvary. So the Black Knight on the horse, there's 1 to 2 in each area. Several of them in the game. Whoa, he came out of nowhere. See, we got our throwing knives too here. You can equip those. They're pretty cool. You can do a lot of damage real quick with them. I don't know why I really like doing the jump and attack, so you can see there I did circle maneuver to get behind him. It's really good with the shield. Allows you to keep your guard up while you circle. Or I missed. But if you get hit, you know you're blocking, and that way you don't have to worry about the dodge. You're just gonna kind of circle while your guard's up, and if you get hit, you get hit, but you'll block it. It'll usually stagger them, and then you can hit them. If they miss, you can get the backstab. So it's a really good technique when you're fighting one-on-one. Tougher enemies especially. These guys drop a really good sword. You can see he has there. It's a super rare drop. In fact, I've heard of people, trying for a couple hours and not getting it. Especially in this area. In the next area of the game, it actually drops pretty frequent for whatever reason. Maybe it was like too good for here, I don't know. Alright, so we're gonna take on these trolls again. You gotta kill them to stop the cart. I'm gonna throw this on so you can see our bleed damage build. And if you see a big chunk of his health rip off, that's what's happening. So you'll notice the difference if it happens. We can even inflict it. Yep, didn't bring any bleed, but that's okay. Bring him down with the critical. Get the headshot on him. Do a good chunk of damage. Just be sure when you're hitting their feet, you're able to dodge away, because they'll swipe at you and stomp on you. Just be ready to roll. Unlike me there. Usually right after a swipe, it's good to do a heavy. There we go. Got another stagger. Critical. See, it's not hard at all. This game's easy. Just about knowing what to do. Kill this loser over here while we're at it. Then he knocks me off the horse. Here, I can show the circle technique again. Alright, so if you got, say, a shield, keep it up, circle, circle, he'll miss, backstab. I'd practice that again. It's good for some of the, it's good for PvP. Like, it's a beginner technique, obviously, but it's good to use in PvP at times. A good player will counter it very easily, but it's a good, like, starter thing to do. And there's really cool axe in here. That's why we did all that. Great axe. I'm thinking about actually using this. But it takes 30 strength. Look at that thing. It's decently fast for how big it is, too. I mean, it's not fast, but, you know, it's not slow. It's got a roar, so if we throw on our roar medallion, we can use that as well. One other thing I want to go over is two-handing. You can see we have 14 strength. While we're two-handing, our strength will go up. So, for example, this sword, you see it says 16 strength to use. We've only got 14 strength, but it doesn't have an X like this one does. We don't meet the requirements on these. It's saying we can't use them, but it's saying we can use this one. That's because when you two-hand, see, now it's telling us we can't, but when we can't, if we try to attack something with this, it's going to do very little damage. But if we two-hand it, you get 1.5 times your strength when you two-hand as opposed to one hand. So since we have 14 strength, you would take half of 14, which would be 7, add that to 14. It's basically plus another 50%, or 150% of your current number. So it'd be 21 strength we'd have currently. And now we're meeting the requirement. We can, use this big sword. By the way, it's got a really cool moveset too. I really like this axe too. I may not use this playthrough, but it's really fast. I use this a ton in Dark Souls 3, and I love this axe, especially if you can get somebody to give you one too. We're going to stick with this until we can level up for something else. Alright, where are we at on time? Got 10 minutes left. We're doing pretty good. Finishing this one soon. It'll be the end of the 3rd episode, and we should have most of all of Mistwood and Central Limgrave done, other than some of the caves, which we'll do. Oh, I knew we were gonna take damage there. Still gotta do the dragon and a few caves, which we might be able to knock most of those out in one more episode. You can ignore these guys here. I'm probably just going to for sake of time. But I probably should show you with the skeletons. When you kill them, they'll get back up. Let's see, watch that guy. So you get back up, just smack their corpse before they get back up, and it'll kill them for good. Otherwise, they'll just get back up and up and up, and There's an invasion right here. It's a really tough one, so just be ready. It's not the bug. See Bloody Finger Nigerius, that guy there, red coming in. But you're gonna get some help, so don't worry. As soon as he comes, unless you're feeling, spicy and want the challenge, just start running this way. See these messages over here, I think they're related, but so that guy's basically a blood build, and he'll do massive chunks of blood damage and build it up on us. So just try to stay alive. Oh, see there. Oh, it hits so hard. He's got dual Reduvia daggers, which are like one of the best blood build, blood infliction weapons in the game. See, this guy's gonna help us now. Now that we got them out of the way. Two on one makes it easy. Watch out though, he'll take you out in like 3 hits. You can see there I failed to whack the skeleton when he was down. So he got back up. Oh man, we almost died there. If our bleed would have maxed out. Take him out. Go away. It shouldn't be this hard. Ooh, we almost died again. Got him. And we got his weapon, which is an arcane and dex weapon. So if you want to do a bleed build, you're going to have to level arcane. That's the only time, other than if you want to use the dragon incantations, which I'll show you shortly in another episode or two. But this thing does that, like, throws the blood, you see? You can do like an attack with that. It uses FP. So we're going to throw this back on. We got him taken out. That's part of his quest there. So, and I haven't been marking, so we did waypoint. We talked to Sorceress Selling there. We did this over here at Mistwood. Talked to Blad. Did Fort Height. Did Kenneth Height. And we still got the dragon, and we're gonna do Darrowwill real quick if we've got time. See, we got 5 minutes. I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen until the next one. I'll show you how to get there. But there's a item I want to grab right here, and be sure to point out. See the beetle there in the middle? We're gonna take him out. He's got a really good Ash of War called Unsheath, which if you're playing as a samurai, it comes equipped on your Uchikatana. But you can use that and equip on some of the other katanas in the game. So the guy with the Ronin hat will be right here. If you talk to him before we did that invasion we just did, but since we did that, you don't have to talk to him. There's a grace right here, so you can see where we're at. We're right over here. We started here. We're just below it here. And this is what we're aiming for Darewell. And yeah, we've only got 2 minutes left, so I'm gonna go ahead and level up. Again, I'm going for 30 personally. I would recommend you do as well. You don't have to. But again, it's going to make things so much easier, especially now. The enemies are going to feel like a joke. Like, they're going to be able to hit you over and over and over before you die. When I played through this the first time, I was at like 17. And it was like everything would two-shot me. But, I just wanted to use these cool weapons and this and that. And you're just better off leveling up your vigor first. And then you can kind of forget about it for a big portion of the game, and you're kind of all set to go. And then you can just, think about all the cool things you want to do with your build and all that. But again, do your vigor first. It makes everything feel so much easier. But I'm going to go ahead and end here, so we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.